Good afternoon, students and parents of Land O'Lakes High School. This is Corporal Wynn. I'm your school resource officer here. Um, First, I'd like to say welcome to Land O'Lakes High School and welcome back to those that are returning. Um, I just wanted to touch on a few points as they relate to the Culinary Academy here at Land O'Lakes. Um, and these are going to be based off of past experiences and certain issues that we have faced in the past, and we're looking to make sure that we don't deal with those same situations again this year. And we need your help to ensure that happens. So first thing is just want to make sure that everybody's aware that due to the number of lockers that we have available, students will be sharing lockers with other students. Um, a big issue that we've seen in the past is people forgetting to or failing to lock their lockers and secure their items within. Please make sure to double check your lockers at the end of your class period and make sure that it is locked. If you're sharing a locker with someone else, they will also have the combination to that lock, so there's no need to leave it open for anybody else. So please make sure that you secure your locker, and whoever you're sharing it with will have to do the same thing. A side note on that, please do not share a locker with someone else that's not authorized to use that locker. By doing that, then you're just leaving yourself open for things to come up missing. We have had an issue with that in the past, but what I can tell you is that 99.9% of the time, whenever I investigate a theft or something that comes up missing out of the locker, it's horseplay, and it's people that have left their items unsecured. The lockers have not been broken into, and other students take advantage of an open locker and play with the items, and they get lost, and we end up finding them later down the road, and it ends up creating needless paperwork and lost time for something that could have been completely eliminated. So please lock your lockers. Going back to the lockers also, don't damage the lockers. Again, we have a limited amount. If you damage the locker or damage the lock, now 2 to 3 people that may be sharing that locker have nowhere to put their items. So take care of the items, okay? We're here to support you. We're not trying to cause issues, but I mean, it is school property. You damage a locker, if it's deemed that it's intentional, you could be looking at criminal mischief charges, okay? Or at the very minimum, school discipline. So please just take care of the items that you're providing. That being stated, something else that we really want to focus in on this year is we want to make sure up front and in the beginning that everybody understands the culinary building is only for culinary students. If you do not have culinary, you probably aren't going to be in this meeting. So you're going to have access to the culinary building. But that being said, you only have access to the culinary building during your assigned class period. So if you have culinary arts first period, please do not come into the building for second, third, etc. Okay, there are restrooms in the main building. There's no need to come in to check your locker or to use the restrooms in this building. It is off limits unless you are assigned to be here that period. If you do need to come to meet with your chef or to get some of your belongings, you need to do so with authorization. Get with one of the discipline assistants, somebody at the front office, or contact your chef and have it pre-approved. And there's a very specific reason for this, okay? So if that seems a little harsh or if you don't understand why, I'm gonna explain to you why. Because going back to the unlocked lockers, if you or your friend or somebody else leaves that locker unlocked and something comes up missing from that locker, or say something happens in the restrooms, because unfortunately we do have things that are happening in the restrooms at the schools, and we see on the cameras, because we do have surveillance here, that somebody was in this building at the time that they were not supposed to be in this building, then that's what we call evidence. And that's going to be used to determine who could or could not have been the person who took the items that are missing or caused the damage that was done. Because if you aren't supposed to be in here and you're not in class, then you're unaccounted for. And if you're in this building and unaccounted for at a time that you're not supposed to be in here, then you're going to be looked at, and it can cause you needless issues. Just don't be in here unless you're supposed to, okay? Um, that being said, also just respect the building itself. Um, if you are a returning student, you know how amazing this building is. You know the supplies that they provide you. If you're a new student, just get ready because you have phenomenal equipment in here. It's all commercial grade. It's stuff that you're going to be very privileged to work with. Take care of that stuff. It costs a lot of money, and it's not even a matter of just the fact that you could possibly damage it. Again, it's commercial grade stuff. It's dangerous. It's not to play with. You know, you're going to be using sharp utensils. You're going to be using very powerful mixers. I don't want to get a call where I have to come in here and get on the radio and call fire rescue because somebody's hurt themselves because they were horse playing or just not respecting the equipment. Um, it can be very dangerous. Okay, so please just take care and use the things like they're supposed to be used. We won't have that issue. That's the last thing that we want. We don't want anybody getting hurt. And that's really all I have for you today. So really, it's very simple. Just be in class when you're supposed to be in class. Don't come to the building when you're not supposed to be here. When you are here, make sure that you're respecting the equipment. And whenever you leave, lock your stuff up. Thank you very much and have a great day.